Okay, hey guys, this is the Sagami Project. My name is Andrea Tiliavarush, aka Sunny, and this is a live stream at last. It's been a long time since I last did one, so I hope everything is working out fine. My software just updated, so I'm not sure if you can hear me well, you can see things well, and yeah, I'm waiting for your feedback on that. And then I'm gonna start drawing and answering questions and so on and so on. Of course, I'm gonna wait a few minutes so everyone who wants to attend can realize that we started the live stream. And I'm gonna take a look at the comments. What's up? Cool, nice. Hello, good evening, or good afternoon. We can hear you. That's perfect. Awesome. I was kind of worried it won't work out because it's a very impromptu setup. Like, I'm not even at home because we have renovations going on right now, so I'm staying at relatives, but they at least have proper internet, so I'm finally able to do some live streaming. But at the same time, they also do have renovations, so if you hear some hammering in the background, yeah, I'm sorry about that. That can happen. Stormrave is asking why not use one of the page formatting presets. Because I don't really like them, and I prefer to use work with the templates that we use for the Saturday tanks. Of course, this is not Saigami. The page you can see here is just a habit. The Saturday tanks have a different dimension than what Manga Studio gives you. And I know I could change that, but it's just easier to work on the template that we will be using to set up the pages for printing the tanks anyway, so this is what I'm used to. I have a question. Okay, if you have questions, just write them in the chat and I will make sure to answer them as we go. Of course, there's always a little bit of delay, so there's that. Okay, so I have this page, I can work on this, because I have several projects that I want to complete today, so I figured I'm gonna leave it up to you. So I have this page, this is not from Saigami, this is a commission project. I can work on this page, or I can work on this artwork. This is gonna be a Saigami pinup, just for promotional reasons, or I have a half-colored image. I can finish up this one. I probably won't finish up, but I can do some coloring. Or I have a blank canvas and I could be sketching some characters, maybe. Not too many because I don't want this stream to be too long. But yeah, these are the options, so write a comment what you're interested in seeing, and I'm gonna work on that during the stream. Of course, after the stream, I'm gonna be completing that page, the artwork, and all sorts of things. It's just, if I can give you the choice, I would give you the choice. Because I didn't really prepare for this streaming, so like I said, it's just I woke up and I was like, oh my god, the internet is so good here. So Zemi9, yep, I still don't like back cover, but at the same time, since I'm visiting the Artist Alley and Hungarian conventions, and preferably in the future I want to go to Canadian conventions, I usually create some prints that are from popular series, and Black Clover is popular. I mean, people were looking for Black Clover content the last time I was at the convention in Hungary, so I figured I'm gonna do a print, even though I'm not too fond of Black Clover. But if you want to make money with your art, sometime you have to sell your soul. Let's see. Chris Soto says, I just got Saigami Volume 1 in yesterday. Can't wait to get Volume 2. Awesome, thank you. You guys at Saturday are super talented, and I'm trying to get everyone tanks ordered. Awesome, thank you very much for your support. All of our tanks are pretty cool. Like, yeah, I got everyone's, and it's so much fun to read them and see and have them on my shelf. So, of course, right now I don't have any of those books with me because this is literally all I have with me as it comes to drawing supplies. But you know, this is one of the benefits of going digital. All you need is a laptop and your drawing tab. Of course, it's too bad because I left my Saigami storyboards at home, so I can't work my Saigami pages. But then again, I have a couple of commission pages to finish up that I was supposed to finish up last year. So, yeah. Let's see. Little Mango, I wish you the best with the upcoming internship program. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to that. So, that will be an exciting new challenge. Ali Gog says, what is the Saturday AM? Because I see this on Byte Manga's channel and yours, but I don't understand. Well, the easiest thing is just to follow one of our links and check it out. Saturday AM is a bi-weekly digital manga anthology. In fact, it is the global manga anthology because no one else is doing what we are doing. We are featuring creators from all around the globe. We publish the magazine every 2 weeks, featuring diverse content. And we also publish the manga series in book format. And we have many exciting things going on. You can read some of our issues for free, you can read the first few chapters of our series for free, but you can also subscribe to the magazine. It's just $5 for a whole year and you will receive 20 issues, or you can go premium and then you can receive another magazine called Saturday PM, which is a more mature type of content. And other goodies come with the premium subscription. But just follow the link, check out our site. It's pretty fancy, it's fun, cheerful, colorful, and we have a lot of cool content there, so just check it out. Let's see. Brandon Johnson, I'm a writer, but I think I want to be an editor for Saturday AM. I'm pretty good at editing. Well, then go ahead and apply to the editorial position in the internship. That's literally the gateway into the editorial positions right now, because you will be working with your editors, you can try yourself out, and you know, although it's not a guarantee, but if we can work together well, then you can get into the magazine like that. So give it a try. Chris Sato says, I've been working on a series for the past 5 years, and you guys have inspired me to hopefully make it a manga instead of an anime like I had planned originally. Yeah, good luck with that. And you know, I personally prefer manga over anime. I mean, sure, anime is pretty cool and that's everyone's goal, but I personally always preferred manga. So I never was too gung-ho about, oh, I want my series animated. Of course, if it gets animated, that's pretty cool, but I'm just more into books and comics. Little Mango says, I recently subscribed to Basic Saturday AM. I enjoyed issue 100. Awesome, thank you. Issue 100 was pretty massive. It had some sort of content from all of our creators. We all did our best with it. It was a lot of work, but damn, 100 issue, that's just incredible. No one ever did that before. So that was a huge milestone for us. Grimham, hey, hi! Oh, I see lots of familiar names here, so welcome everyone. And I guess I'm just gonna be working on this page because I didn't really see much feedback from you, so I guess I'm gonna work on this. As you can see, I already have the panel set up. I have one sketch layer which is a blue for my very rough sketches to just place things, and I started another sketch layer in a darker reddish color for more refined sketches. It's not that refined, but you know. It is what it is. I prefer to work with things like that. I'm using a Tubi Real pencil. This is a custom brush I purchased from Flyland, I think. But I really like it, so I prefer to sketch with this. So I'm just gonna go in and refine some of my sketches. I'm probably not gonna be doing any inking because there will be a lot of sketching to do in this page because the scene here takes place in a library, and of course I want that library to be fancy. So yeah, that will be a lot of work. Actually, I'm gonna show you. I will try to show you the storyboard for it because that could be interesting if I can. I'm not sure. Just give me a sec. I'm so prepared for this screen. Okay, it is sideways for some reason, but anyway, this was my storyboard for this page. I changed some things around and it's pretty rushed and it's only a photo because obviously I don't have my storyboards with me for anything. I mean, I love the storyboard in Hungary. Good job, girl. So thankfully I had a photo of it, so I'm working based on that. But yeah, this is my storyboard and I'm gonna work on this. Let's see, in the comment section, Brandon Johnson, can't wait for Saturday M crossover. That's gonna be epic, that's for sure. Zami9, my upcoming manga takes a lot of inspiration from Norse mythology. Do you take any ideas from myths? Postscript Saigami is fire, thank you. I don't think that much inspiration, I think. I mean, I could go deeper in various forms of mythology. There are certain things, like, you know, smaller things, like, for example, if you take a look at Saigami's initiation exam, it was a labyrinth, there was a bull-like creature that's kind of like, you know, the Minotaurus in the Greek mythology in the labyrinth, and small things like that, but I don't intend to go deeper with the mythology. Chris Soto said, pulling from myths help out a lot. Did that with mine as well. Yeah, mythology is always very, very inspirational. And I personally really enjoy learning about different mythologies. Let's see. Little Mango, since this is not Saigami, I'm curious what the basic premise of this comic is. It's a fantasy story about dragons, dragon warriors. It's written and created by Akachi Jones, and I'm commissioned to do these pages for him. It's a short story. It's only 20 pages. But actually, it is part of a bigger universe, as far as I understand. So he has several short stories that are connecting in a way. If you go to my Instagram, you can find some pages, or not pages, VIPs, more like, or work in progress about this comic, and that will have his handle for the Instagram, so you can check it out. And of course, you can find all sorts of links in my profile or in the video description for Saturday and my other social media, Store MV, Patreon, you name it, whatever you prefer to look up. And as you can see, I'm working with very, very rough lines here. I might do one more sketch layer, or I'm just gonna go in straight with inking. I'm not sure yet. I will have to see how things work out. I'm never sure at this point. Sometimes I can work on roughs pretty well with my inking. Sometimes I prefer to go in more with the details with the sketching to make sure the inking will be easier. And yeah, of course, I will have to refine the details here with the desk and all sorts of things. I mean, it's not in perspective or anything, so yeah. Let's see, comments. Are you a fan of the mecha genre? Not really, to be honest. I'm not really into robotic stuffs to begin with, or cyberpunk and things like that aren't really my style. But then again, there are a couple of series that are considered to be mecha genre, and I really enjoy them. For example, Guilty Crown, Code Geass, Macross Frontier, the newer series, not the old one. I haven't seen the old one, but I really enjoyed the new one. That was kind of like my guilty pleasure. So there are mecha series that I did enjoy. And Gurren Lagann. I really did enjoy Gurren Lagann. So, if the story is good, I don't have a problem with mecha. It's just, I won't go fangirling about giant robots or anything. Okay, and here's the fun part. In my rough sketch, I drew lamps like in Saigami. But this is a different word, so yeah, I will have to come up with something else. Where was I? Oh my god, so many comments. I can't keep up. Grimheim, only 20 pages. That's a lot for a noob. But it's for a short story, it's not too much. I mean, yeah, well, it depends, I guess. I mean, I had a short story that was only 19 pages, so debatable. But yeah, it takes me a lot of time to draw these 20 pages. I mean, I'm very, very behind schedule, so yeah, there's that too. But compared to a whole series, 20 pages is not that much. Team R, hey, did you copyright Saigami? And if so, what was the process? Well, I didn't go all the way to, claim that, oh yeah, I want to buy the copyrights, because, once you have a book published in your name, you're basically protected by the basic laws. So, I'm not gonna go the extra distance to make sure that, oh yes, it's a trademark underneath my name. Because, so I can't tell you much about the process, and at the same time, it's different for every country. So even if I did, I could maybe tell you about the Hungarian system or the Canadian system, but it is different locations. So, for example, Hungary, my home country, has different copyright laws than, for example, the US. So it's always a tricky question, but you can always Google and look into things if you want to copyright, but this is sort of an irrational fear of artists that, oh my god, I don't want my contents to be stolen. Like, once you publish something and it's out, it's yours. Like, so that's something that you don't have to sweat too much, in my opinion. James Connor, sorry if you mentioned earlier what graphic tablet are you using. This is an XP Pen Artist 15.6. And the software I'm using is Clip Studio Paint. If you're interested in the drawing tablet, I have an unboxing and a review video on my channel, so I can go in more in details with that, and we'll also have the link and all sorts of goodies. But yeah, it's an XP Pen Artist, and I can't English today. Like I'm Wolf 16, I really can't talk today. Hello from India. Hello, nice to meet you. James O'Connor, if you live in the States, as soon as you make something, it is copyrighted. Exactly. So, yeah. Thank you for for commenting for that, but yes. So, there are ways to trademark things and stuff like that, but if it's already copyrighted, if you publish it, then there's not much of a point. Like and Wolf, I did apply for the internship after you thought. Awesome! Good luck! There are a lot of applicants, so it will be a tough selection. And it's also really nice to see so many people are interested in internship. And I think I'm just gonna be creating another layer. It's also gonna be in blue, so I can go in more details with these backgrounds. Brandon Johnson. I like this music currently playing. Half of my playlist is YouTube music, like, you know, I'm having a brain fart right now. You know, the royalty-free music you can get from the YouTube library, and the other half is created by Matthias Terra, aka Madness, who's also creating a Saigami album, and he will release that shortly. And that is pretty cool. You can hear in most of my videos I'm using his songs, and he's super talented, and he created some themes for Saigami. Zami 9. I used to work traditionally all the way, but I got really frustrated. My mom noticed this and made me go digital. I love how I can keep my older art style and make it better. Thanks to you, Mom. I now can work and have fun. Thanks. Oh, that's really nice. It's a nice story there. But yeah, going digital has a lot of benefits. Like, I was always so gung-ho and traditional, and I thought I would never switch completely to digital. And yet here I am. It just has so many benefits and can be very, very helpful. So sometimes it is worth making the switch. Busy artists. Busy arts. What's the best tablet for speed? I don't know. I mean, usually, the same price category will have the same response rate. This tablet has no lag, so it is pretty good, even for speed sketching and stuff like that. So I surely can recommend it. But you know, the iPad is pretty snappy, and the Windows Surface Pros are really good, and probably there are a bunch of other tablets that are really neat and good. I can only talk about the personal experience. I have a Siemens Picasso tab that can have a lag sometimes, so the 6P pen is definitely faster than my Siemens. But then again, the Siemens is a very, very affordable price category. Let's see, I can see there's a conversation going on. I'm not gonna read that, so I can keep up with the comments. It's always good to have a netter chat with you and the folks of Saturday AM. Thanks for all the inspiration. Oh, it's nice to hear. You're welcome. It is very fun for us to have these conversations and have the people who follow and read Saturday AM. It is a really nice experience. So was SaturdayCon. That was super cool that we could talk all of the people who attended and even see them and bring them on stage. That was super cool. So I really hope in the future we will do more stuff like that. Okay, so what I'm doing right now probably doesn't make too much sense. But since it's a fantasy world, I kind of want to make that fantasy look. So it's not gonna be like a school library, you know, with just normal shelves and all that stuff, but I kind of want to make it look like you know, it's like if you were to mix like a forest with a library. So I want to have these sorts of vines and trees to make up the bookshelves, kind of as if the library was overgrown with greenery. I think that can enhance a little bit of fantasy vibe. And where the story takes place is a tribe hidden in the mountains, so I can imagine that they are very, very close to nature in that aspect. It's just that's when I'm in the sketch phase, kind of looks like crap. So monitor comics. Any tips for growing a fan base on Instagram? I upload like twice a day and use tags, but can't get past 150 followers. Yeah, that's a tough one because I've seen many posts that recently Instagram changed their algorithm. So even if you post every day, if your followers don't comment and like or follow your stories, you won't show up in their feedback or in their news feed, which is very, very troublesome because I know there are artists I follow and they had updates, and I didn't even see them because there were weeks where I didn't follow my Instagram newsfeed, and now it's always the same channels are popping up, and I'm like, that can't be all of it. So yeah, it is very tricky because normally if you just are consistent, your content is good, you use the hashtags, should be enough, but apparently it's not enough anymore. So yeah, what I recommend is if you have friends on Instagram, push each other, promote each other, take part in a shout out if you have the option, possibly do fan arts of bigger channels, because that's always a good way to get noticed, because if you do fan arts, for example, if I'm seeing Saigami fan arts, I'm always making a story about the artist that, hey, this artist made a cool Saigami fan art, check them out. So that can help. And I know many other artists are doing this. Whenever they receive fan arts, they are doing like a shout out for these artists. So those can help you to grow. If you switch over to a business account, you can also see feedback from your posts. So that can be helpful. It can help you, your followers are the most active during this time. So you can like calculate that it probably will have a better outreach if you post during that time of the day and things like that. So yeah, that's all I can say. I'm not an Instagram expert. I wish my own Instagram was growing faster, but then again, I'm not posting every day, so there's that too. But I'm just about to hit 5k, so that's at least decent. And by the way, we're gonna have a giveaway, so stay tuned. Let's see. Shoot, where was I in the comments? Ali Gog says, I love seeing artists, manga sketching and creating wonderful art pieces. Love you. Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy this, even though it doesn't look too good at this point. But like I said, these are just rough sketches. And I probably will need the perspective tool to refine these. So let's go with the comments. Little Mango, I recently read your one-shot Dreamwalker on Saturday AM website. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that's up on Saturday AM. It's not really promoted or visible, but I think... Oh yeah, now if you go to the Saigami homepage on Saturday AM, that will have a banner for Dreamwalker, so you can reach it easier. So if you haven't read it, that's a story that's very dear to me, and I really want to work on it as a series later on in the future. So I hope you enjoyed it. Grimheim, Andrea, how many manga did you make before Saigami? Okay, so There was my very first story, which was like kind of like a hard copy of Naruto. I was young. I just started that. After that, I had a soccer manga. After that, well, before that, there was a Digimon thing, like a Digimon fan comic, but I don't think that can. No, that doesn't really count as a manga because, yeah, it was just a few panels I tried to do. After that, I started the old version of Saigami. In 2005, I drew 16 chapters of that before I scratched it and restarted the project. I did a short story called Cosplay Boy, which was super fun. That was one of my published manga in Hungary. That was actually the 19 pages short story, but oh my god, that was super fun. It was based on real events with my cosplay team, and it was published in an anime magazine and was very, very well received. My first published story was Prince the Boy Who Never Lived. That was a 24 pages short story that was published by a Hungarian publisher. And after that, I had several ideas, and I started to draw one that was a pilot chapter for a series called Fake Wish. I never published that in English anywhere, so actually that's something that my patrons will receive as an extra reward. I never finished that pilot chapter. I think I have around 20-ish pages of it. And yeah, I did Dreamwalker. And yeah, in 2013 I restarted Saigami. And while I was working on Saigami, I completed Dreamwalker during that time too, I think, yes. And I did a few commissioned comics. There were a few that I only did storyboards and started a few pages. There was a collaboration project called RPG Real Playing Game. I did a few pages for that. I did a 55 pages one-shot that was commissioned by a Spanish writer, I think, or writer team. And currently I'm doing the story of Dex, which is this 20 pages short story. Ooh, that's a lot, actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, I have a bunch of unfinished stuff. I have 3 finished short stories of my own, and I have 1 finished commission and a half-finished commission project. And I have Saigami, 2 versions of Saigami, because there was the old version and there's the one currently running. So yeah, that's all I have at the moment. The Jana, the NA art. Miss Sandra, is a female tomboy anti-hero a good option for main protagonist? Of course, you know, if the character is interesting and well written, of course. I personally really like female tomboys. I'm a tomboy myself, so I can relate to those kind of characters a lot. And you know, an anti-hero can always be interesting. Like, normally I would say that I'm more into the traditional shonen heroes. Like I'm always all about the happy-go-lucky characters. But anti-heroes can be really cool if they are well executed. And I don't think we have too many female anti-heroes, so sure, go for it. And I probably need to save. Advice of the day, kids. Save often. The other day, when I was working on my installment for Saigami for issue 100, I had my whole system crashing, and I never saved after the sketch phase, and I was already finishing up the inking, so I had to basically restart the whole inking. Tears were shed that day. Can Zili, hiya, kéne az angolt használnom. That's a Hungarian comment. Nem muszáj, nyugodtan írhatsz magyarul, majd lefordítom. By the way, I really love your style, Andrea. Thank you. Grimham says, yes, Instagram acts a bit weird sometimes. Yep, used to be better. I agree. Like, it's just weird. Especially if you just skip going on Instagram for a few days or a few weeks, and yeah, all of your feedback or newsfeed will be just messed up. Darkstorm, this is the first live stream I have been to of yours. I watched some old streams before though, which I enjoy. Well, welcome to your first stream, and I actually appreciate that you watched some of the old ones. I mean, you know, not many of my viewers watch them, I think, because they are like super long, and I can absolutely understand that. So yeah, I hope you had fun with those, and I hope you will have fun with this stream. It's probably not my best stream because what I'm doing is probably not the most interesting, because it's just a bunch of very, very rough sketch lines here and there. But you know, maybe some of you can learn something or just enjoy my rambling thoughts here. Cataline, damned, I miss the start. How much I miss? I would say probably not that much. I mean, I was just doing some rough sketching and answering some questions. But you know, the good thing is that the stream will be available later, so you can always just go back and watch what you missed. I mean, at least that won't take hours. Oh my god, there's gonna be so many details in this page. It's gonna be fun. Manga, and I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing your name the right way, but apparently no one is, because I knew that Frederick couldn't pronounce it, so it was great fun at Saturday Con to be brought on stage, but had to laugh because at 3 AM I was so tired it was hard to think of a question. Yeah, but it was awesome that it was 3 AM in your time zone and you were still there with us. It was super fun, so thank you for being there and all of your support. Yeah, Saturday Con was super fun. Like, it really was one of a kind experience, and I hope it's not gonna be one of a kind because we can repeat it sometimes in the future. But yeah, it was awesome. Like and loves. So sorry, we'll have to leave the stream. It's funny, I'm in India. Oh, wow. Yeah, talking about time differences. Have a great stream, Andrea. Thank you for being here, and you know, you can always catch up with the stream later. And yeah, for this, I will need the perspective tool too. Grimheim, hey, fan comics are great though. Just like fan fiction, one of the best ways to get into drawing comics. That's for sure, and you know, many are starting out with fan fictions and fan comics. I don't think I ever did fan fictions though. But yeah, you know, I tried to do some fan comics with Digimon. And yeah, after that I basically jumped into my own stories. Because even before I started drawing manga style, I was just writing my own novels. So yeah, there were several stories. And basically I just collected the stories and mashed them together to come up with comic ideas. Monitor comics. Oh my god, I remember RPG. Wow. Yeah, that was a long time ago. And it was kind of sad that the project didn't take off. But then again, yeah, I think it was during the time when Sword Art Online became a thing and the whole isekai things started to become hyped. So even though I like the idea of RPG, I don't think it would have been too well received because, you know, after all those series, the idea didn't seem that original anymore. Oh yeah, it was a fun experience. Grimheim, you don't have to worry too much about the characters. The world is already built and done. You have to do a story. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thanks for the answer. It's amazing how many comics you've done in the past. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, it's, you know, it kind of just hit me that how many things I started and how many things I wanted to work on, and I still have a bunch of stories that I want to tell. So be prepared for the future, I guess. Grimheim, does anyone here know the comic Kateros, the Shattered World? The main character Jo is as tomboy as you can be, and she is awesome. Oh yeah, I do remember. I'm not sure about everyone else, but yeah, Kateros was in Saturday AM, I think in issue 13-ish. Like, we were in our first year, and we had a few installments of Kateros. But yeah, I think it's still a thing. But yeah, Jo was like the manifestation of tomboy. Zaminine, if you don't mind me making a suggestion now, maybe you should work on that Ayumi drawing. I thought I saw her. With a nice hot cup of cocoa. Oh yeah. Well then, I guess we're changing pace because after this I will have to use all sorts of perspective tools and that's not the fanciest side, so I might as well just switch over to this artwork and continue to work on this. Monitor Comics, 18 days until Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes! I'm so excited for that. But I have so many things to draw first, so I'm not sure if I will have time to play it. Of course, first I need to get it. But yeah, I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. We waited for so long, so... I'm really excited. I'm probably not prepared for it though, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know, like I won't have too much time to play. I mean, I've got Pokemon Let's Go and yeah, I'm at my 3rd batch, while everyone else is already forgotten about the game because it was pretty easy to finish it very quickly as far as I think. Yeah, I just didn't have the time to play. Sayavoran, what kind of drawing tablet? It's an XP Pen XP Pen Artist 15.6, yeah. if you're interested in details, I have a review video on my channel about it with all sorts of links and speculations and details and all kind of things, so you can check it out. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna go and refine the sketch a bit more. There we go. That's cute, Chia. What's the cheapest drawing tablet to get the job done? Well, if it's just non-display drawing tablets, you can basically get a good one for as cheap as, like, you know, $40, or maybe even cheaper. I'm not sure, but you know, you don't need anything too big, like, you know, a Vacom Bamboo, or you know, something that's small can be pretty good. I mean, my first tablet was just a small Genius tablet, and I think that was on the cheaper side too. If you want a graphic display like this one, but this was pretty affordable. I think it was around 300 and something. There's always the Siemens Picasso tab. It's a tablet. I mean, I have a video on it with all the details. It's pretty neat. It's not as accurate as this one, so I, for example, don't like inking on that too much. But you know, you can get smaller tabs, you know, from XP Pen, Gaumon, Huion, all have smaller display tablets, like, you know, like 12 inches. Those are pretty good. So yeah, I'm not sure. I was thinking about actually making a video about, you know, what kind of art tools, like digital art tools, you can use, because I'm often receiving these questions about, you know, what drawing tablet should I be using and all sorts of things. So I guess I could do like a comparison. I mean, I tested a bunch of these tablets, so I have quite a share of experience. But yeah, you can always just go on Amazon and look at the reviews and the prices in comparison. Obviously, the smaller you go, the cheaper it will get. And you know, you can work on smaller tablets just as fine as this one, if you want to save money. Of course, the higher the price is, probably the better the product. I mean, the Wacom and the iPad are still very high on the list, and for a reason. Kathleen, that orange colored super cheap Genius tablet? It wasn't orange colored. As far as I remember, it was like a sort of a metallic bluish grayish, as far as I can remember. It was, I can't remember the name, it was Genius Mouse Pen something. But it was a very, very basic thing. But actually, it's still working. I mean, my best friend still has that tablet and she's still working with that, so that's pretty cool for a cheap tablet to last for so long. I'm not sure if I ever seen an orange tablet though, to think about it. Grimheim. Look at this precious little carrot. I mean, Ayumi. Prisotto, why did you decide on the fantasy genre? Mine is fantasy based also because I'm huge into Hiro Mashima's manga, such as Fairy Tail and Dream Master. I guess I can say the same, although I was always a huge fan of fantasy. I mean, I grew up with a bunch of fantasy stories, like reading The Never-Ending Story, Harry Potter, and yeah, even with cartoons and all the movies, I always loved the fantasy genre a lot. Of course, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy other genres, like sci-fi and things like that, but fantasy was always my thing. And even with anime, I preferred when there was some sort of fantasy element in each given story. So yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from other fantasy artists, like just like you wrote, Hiro Mashima is one of my big inspirations too. I mean, Brave Master probably left its mark on me a lot, both with art style and story writing. And of course later on Fairy Tail too, because I don't care how trashy people think it is. Yes, it has issues, but I still just love Fairy Tail. And of course other fantasy stories too. So yeah, I don't know, I like the magical words of fantasy a lot. I'm not sure what to do with her hair. Daisuke Uchiha. I mean, I want one if I have the money, but I want to master traditional art first. Just an idea of what to look for first. Well, yeah, mastering things traditionally will definitely help you, so go for that. And you know, there are always newer things coming out in the market. I mean, a few years ago we didn't have this many display tablets, like Vacuum was the only thing, and now several other companies are jumping in and putting out better and better products. And you know, some of the high-end other brand tablets are now equal to Wacom. Like, you will see review videos where people are swearing that a Huion or whatever other brand is better than a Wacom tablet at this point. So you know, I expect in a few years the prices will even go down because we all have higher-end tablets. So I'm pretty sure, like, I got this tablet 1 year ago, but I bet you any money it's now cheaper than what I got it for, because, you know, it's now an older product. Zemi9, she's not a carrot, she's a cinnamon bun. Oh my god, I'm so hungry, guys, right now. Like, this week not this week, that was last week, yeah. I had cinnamon rolls, and oh my god, they are just so much better here than what we have in Hungary. So yeah, right now you're making me very hungry. Chris Soto, have you read Hiro Mashima's new series Eden Zero? And okay, cool, I was just curious. Yeah, I'm subscribing to it, so I'm getting the chapters whenever they release. Hashtag get the original and not escalation. Because it is a good thing to support the industry. I'm enjoying Eden Zero. I'm waiting for it actually to become a thing. I know that Mashima's works are usually a slow starter for me. I mean, the first volume of Remaster was dragging a lot. When I first read Fairy Tail after finishing Remaster, it didn't quite meet my expectations with the first few chapters. And for me, Eden Zero is right now in that position too. I like the characters Rebecca and Shiki. The others I'm not too engaged with just yet, but the same happened with Fairy Tail too, so I'm looking forward to the future of Eden Zero and where he's taking the story. It had some really good hooks. I don't want to spoiler anything for those who didn't read it yet, but some of the chapters ended like, oh my god, what's gonna happen now? So you can already feel that he has big plans for this series, so I'm interested for its future and for the characters, and yeah, I know many people are complaining how their characters basically taken over from Fairy Tail or his previous works. I personally enjoy that because I'm all in for Zekeart in any kind of form. I mean, you know, if you only know Fairy Tail, it's Jalal and all his forms, and you know, the fact that he has him in Eden Zero as well, in a new form and character. I was just so fangirling about him. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to more Eden Zero. And I hope that it will have its big moment like Fairy Tail did. Like, it's kind of funny because Fairy Tail did arrive for me in the Phantom Lord saga. Like, before that I was just like, okay, I enjoy this, but it's not quite there yet as much as I loved Remaster, because I think Remaster raised the bar high, because I really enjoyed the dramatic moments in Remaster. So Fairy Tail at first felt very, very silly, but at the Phantom Saga I felt like, oh my god, okay, I can get behind this, so I'm waiting for that moment to happen in Eden Zero. Dual guns, do you think you can do an easy water coil? I guess that was supposed to be watercolor anime drawing type thing, Asta from Black Clover. Well, I have this Asta drawing here, but I didn't intend to do it in watercolor style. On the other hand, I plan to do this Ayumi artwork in watercolor style coloring, because I have some pretty neat brushes that will help me to do like watercolor coloring effect. So yeah, we're getting towards the watercolor thing. It's just not with Asta, because it hurts my pride now that I'm doing this Asta thing, even though I'm not really into Black Clover. So yeah. I'm sorry. Gamma Burst, have you read or watched Magi? I'm never sure if it's Magi or Magi, by Shinobu Otaka. I watched, I think, the first 2 episodes of Maggie. I'm not sure if it's a hard G or not. But honestly, it just didn't really grab me, so I never looked for it more. I think I gave the manga a try, so I read like the first chapter. But that's pretty much all of it. It's just for some reason, even though I'm a fan of fantasy, I wasn't engaged. Of course, I can still give it a try because there were many series that didn't grab me for first, and then later on I was like, oh my god, this is so good, I need this in my life. So yeah, that's where I am with Magi at this point. I might give it a try in the future. It's just like probably not happening anytime soonish. I mean, I have so much to read and so much to draw. So little time. Where was I? Christato, I like that about the characters as well. And I made a post on Facebook about how people are saying that it's a ripoff from Fairy Tail, but all his work, the style matches same with Monster Soul. Yeah, like, you know, I don't mind him taking the characters over from his previous work. I mean, it's his own thing. It's kind of like a Mashima-verse. So I'm absolutely okay with that. I mean, I have characters that I took over from my previous works because I like them. Of course, it's different because, you know, for me, those aren't published works. But I can understand why he's doing it, so, yeah. And, you know, I also like to play around with things like that. For example, you probably would never notice, but if you read through the Dreamwalker pages, my one-shot Dreamwalker, I actually hid all 3 of the main characters from Saigami in Dreamwalker. There's a scene that has Shon, and there's another scene that has Ayumi and Reiji in the background. Because I was like, it's just fun. So I absolutely can understand why he's doing that. Daisuke Uchiha, I like Magi. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Magi. Like, I have a friend who was really into Magi, and she was even cosplaying from it. It was fun. And I'm dropping this picture to my third position. Oh wow. Little Mango, do you like comic hosting sites like Webtoon and Tapastic? Honestly, I don't even visit those sites too much. Like, I'm not reading too many webcomics at this point. Because I don't really have the time. I have official manga access that I can read, so I never really got into Webtoon and Tapastic. Like, there are a few things, maybe, like Sarah Scribbles and Gamercat, that I read occasionally, but I never really got into the whole Webtoon and Tapastic. Because, yeah, I didn't have the investment or the time for it, to be honest. So Buka manga. So my name is Athel Bukan, and that's pronounced like you burn your tongue and you say okay. I'm trying to read that, but okay, you have a complicated name, sir. And my English is not the best for that, but thank you very much for explaining. I think I have a better grasp now, but I'm still not sure if I can pronounce it. I mean, I'm having a very thick accent as it is, so... Daisuke Uchiha. Speaking of Asta, any tips on younger characters like proportions and anatomy? You know, use references. You see many manga that artists are kind of butchering the proportion of kids. Like, it happened kind of with Naruto. I think that Mashima can draw kids. Like, his kids drawing are kind of the worst. So, you know, many times the artists are just going for big head and small bodies, but that's not really the way to go about it. I'm not saying I'm an expert when it comes to anatomy proportions with my drawings, but, you know, if you rely on reference images, you can get a grasp. And then do practices, do sketches, like anatomy doodles and stuff like that, draw from life, and that can help you a lot. And of course, you can put that into your own style. I mean, some artists have very quirky art styles uh, that allows them to do more crazy things with the proportions. For example, if I think about pseudonym creators, J. Odin has a very interesting style, so he can play around the body proportions all the way he wants. So yeah, study, use references, do study drawings, and you kind of have to figure it out on your own. But as long as you try to stick to realistic or cartoonistic, or find the healthy way in between, it's basically up to practice. Nathan S. Finally made it. I wasn't sure if I would be able to catch this stream. Nice to see you live again, Saigami Project. Nice to see you here. And yeah, it's really cool to be streaming again. I mean, I really missed these art streams, and hopefully in the future I will be able to do them more often, or at least I really would like to. Of course, I still can't do it at home because our internet is very, very bad for that. But yeah, I'm currently at the parents of my fiance, and they have really nice internet. So I've been talking to them, and it will be possible for me to come here every now and then and do a live stream like this. So I'm planning to do at least one live stream every month, maybe one every 2 weeks. But I really want to go back into frequent live streams next to my normal videos. So I think that's something for the future. So please look forward to it. Grimheim, with which big manga creator would you love to have a crossover? Andrea, Mashima, Kishimoto? Oh yes, all of them. Like, those two are my biggest favorites. So yeah, definitely, with any of them, really. Basically, give me any of the Shonen Jump creators, and I would be happy to do a collab with them. Although it would be very funny to do a collab with Black Clover artist. But yeah, I wouldn't be picky. But yeah, if I had to make the ultimate choice, it would be Mashima. Like, he's just my number one. Maintenance, thank you very much for the donation, and it's awesome to see you here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you see this gentleman with the sparky yellow color, he's the one providing most of the awesome music on this channel, so check him out. And he has a Saigami album coming, and it is so awesome. It was inspired by the Saigami characters, and he's doing an amazing job with them, and I love those musics. And yeah, your comment, great to see you streaming again. Keep up the good work, Sunny. Thank you very much, and you keep up the great work with those musics as well, and I'm really looking forward to your next works. And thank you very much for all your support. The sketch looks so cute. Also, my name is pronounced like Diana. Oh, sorry. I was butchering that. Like, I have no idea how to pronounce some of those names. Like, I never know if it's a hard G or not, or if it's a hard J or not. Sorry, but I will keep that in mind that it's Diana. Bukan or or is it now a cheat? I'm sorry. Buchan manga. Drawing and coffee, they go well together. That's a nice drawing you are working on. Thank you. Yeah, it was inspired by my morning coffee. Daisuke Uchiha, my style is based off on Death Note. Yeah, that's a really nice style. I mean, I really admire the artworks of Obata. He is incredible. And there's some weird noises coming from above. I'm just gonna add some stuff to her code because I kind of want to go for something that's somewhat more of an interesting design. Then again, I'm not that good with fashion, so it probably won't be anything too fancy. Zaminine. I used to draw my protagonists as thin little boys, but that didn't work because of how strong they are. So now they look like manly men. My babies are growing up. Yeah, that's... You know, it's a good thing when you can find your style that are actually matching your characters. I mean, I know that I'm not too good drawing buffy men, so most of my characters are on the thinner side, so I was doing a lot of studies in muscles and drawing more buffy characters. So yeah, that took a lot of practice, but it's a cool thing that you could make that shift in your style. I think they are moving furniture above me. I hope you can't hear too much of that because it's kind of disturbing, but oh well. At least I have good internet here. Darkstorm, I love the style that J. Odin does, it's very cool and I can't wait for all the remastered versions. Your volume 1 manga from Saturday. Oh yeah, I really enjoy Jay's style, like it's just so unique and it's just incredible to see him draw, like he's super fast and still it's just, I feel you lose lines, but it just feels right and yeah. And I'm really looking forward to those remastered. Thanks. The first one to come out will be Hammer in March, I think. Then in April we will have Apple Black, and then Saigami will come out last in May, which is a good thing because I have so much work to do with them. Like there are so many things I want to correct in the first volume, and you know, we have the color pages, and there will be the extra chapter that I still have to draw. I started the storyboards for it, but I still will have to draw that, and new extras, and oh my god, so many things to do. So yeah, this will be a very, very, very busy year. Diana, Mars style is something between Naruto, My Hero Academia, and a bit of Bleach. Maybe Pokemon and Death Note. Yeah, that's just my style. Yeah, that's all. I mean, those are some pretty incredible art styles, so... And you know, I think your style is the best if it's not like it's just a mixture of two things, but you mix in all sorts of elements. I mean, that's what I'm doing from different artists. So that's how you can acquire a unique style, if you mix in a lot of things. And yeah, those are some pretty incredible artists, so you can only get good stuff from them. Katalin, back to Asta, it's gonna be funny if one of the future characters in Black Clover is non-Hungarian and accidentally say Asta after something surprising stuff. Oh my god, yeah. That will be funny. And Asta is just, what's up? And the Kara is just confused. And he says that, yeah, that's a Hungarian pun. And I'm not sure if I can translate it, but that will be funny. Because Asta in Hungarian is basically like a wow word, or wow, oh my god, or something like that. But it sounds like Asta, so you get it. It's funnier if you're Hungarian. And yeah, sometimes it is weird to be Hungarian and see some anime names. Like, I still can't get over the fact that in Sword Art Online they named the little dragon Pina, which is basically a very rude curse word in Hungarian. And yeah, I just can't unhear that. Jacob Miller, hello, hello. Chris Soto, Aime scarf reminds me of Natsu's scarf. Super happy you are a Mashima fan. Yeah, now that you mention it, it looks kind of like Natsu's scarf. Although I will plan to go with a more like a plaid kind of look. It's just I'm sort of indicating the texture or the wraps. or the foldings of the scarf here. Yeah, I think I'm good with this sketch. A few adjustments here with the eyes. Ears. Slapping the canvas is always an eye-opening thing. Alrighty, now I'm gonna lower the layer opacity and I'm gonna start inking. Although it's not gonna be really an inking because, like I said, I want to color this picture to have it sort of watercolor effect. So I'm still gonna use this pencil tool, and I think I'm gonna go with a brownish color. For that, I'm gonna switch back this to blue. Yep, all set. Shoot, where I was with the comment. Which Manga recently got some good books of facial expressions. I can't English today, and various poses. Really helpful for reference and study. Any plans in the future for Mega Tank Saigami, like all tanks in one? That's a good book. That can be very helpful. I'm not sure. I mean, our first goal is to have the perfect edition tanks, and everything else is up for the future. Ultimately, it's not me making these decisions to begin with. I'm not sure if we will do like a mega tank or something. I know that for example, Spoon will have like a gigantic volume 1 that will include multiple hundreds of pages. I'm not sure if we will do those with or other series or not just yet. I mean, they usually are doing those mega tanks when the series is closing to its end, or there are a couple dozen copies, I mean, volumes out already. So maybe in the future, I mean, the current plan is to have Saigami be around 12-ish volumes. So say if we were to do like a 3-volume in one book thing, then you could basically have the whole Saigami series in like 4 books. But that's if I can wrap up the story in 12 volumes. So I don't know, that's for the future. I mean, I have honestly no idea if we're gonna do that or not. It's always a possibility. Joyce Absolute Zero. Hi, I arrived. I do not understand almost anything because I do not speak English, but the drawing is beautiful. Brazil fan here. Thank you very much, and I hope you can understand a little, although my English is very heavy of accent. But if nothing else, please enjoy the artwork. And it's nice to have you here. Daisuke Uchiha, have you heard of the video game called Jump Force? Yep, it is literally everywhere, so it's kinda impossible to not hear about it. I think I'm gonna go for a darker brown. To be honest, I'm not too interested in the Jump Force game. I'm not too big of a fan of fighting games. So there's that. And in Japan they already had a bunch of Jump All Stars game. I think even the title was Jump All Stars or something like that. I think one of them was even released on the Nintendo DS. I remember trying that out someplace, somewhere, somehow. I can't remember, but yeah, there was something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not excited. Some of the characters look just weird in that 2 rendered style, so yeah, I'm not too hyped about it. so I don't think I will get that game or anything. I'm not even sure if I have the right console for that, so it's a cool thing that they are doing it for the 50th anniversary, and I can understand why some people are very hyped about it. It's just, it's not me. Let's see, Nebojša, I'm probably butchering your name, I'm sorry. Nebojša Juricic. Can we get some more in-depth info for the comic internship? About what the artist will be doing and what we can accept in terms of practice and work that you didn't cover in the video or live stream? Oh, I think the video actually kind of covered it all. The selected interns for the comic artist position. Basically, we'll go through basically everything that is coming with creating comics, like basic tutorials on how to do things. Obviously, it will be different for every artist because there will be difference in level. Like for some people, I won't have to go into detail on how to do screen toning or anything like that, because they already have experience with that. But we will have some practice tasks assigned to you. For example, I'm working on a page of Saigami, and I will have an intern join into that page to, maybe ink a scene, sketch up a background for practice, or do some effects, some screen toning for practice, do lettering for practice. And at the same time, we will be working on the story of the interns, hopefully to create a one-shot or a pilot chapter for the Summer of Manga competition. So that will be like a meeting. I mean, my editor will be involved as well, so we will have a meeting with the editor to come up with the story, and then you will have to create storyboards. We will check your storyboards, we will work on that storyboard together to make it the best possible, and then you can use basically everything you learned during the internship to create your pages. And of course that will be also monitored basically by me, so I can help you with stuff, to make corrections if it's needed and stuff like that. So the goal is to have you create an awesome entry-level piece of work that can be published in Summer of Manga. I hope that answers your question. It's kind of hard to just jump into things without actually doing it, because I already have things out. I have things planned out. I really can't English today. But naturally, it will all match up the preferences and the needs of the interns. So for example, some will need more work on backgrounds and perspectives. Some will have more trouble with the writing and storyboarding, so we will focus more on that, and so on and so on. So basically, I have everything listed in the video that can be part of the internship and will be part of the internship. It's just of how much and to what level. It will all depend on the intern's skill level and experience level. Keep it up and much love from Serbia. Thank you. I knew that was a name from somewhere around Hungary, and I hope I didn't butcher it too much. Grimheim, have you watched the Radiant anime? Any opinions on it? I watched the first 3 episodes of Radiant, I think, and after that I kind of dropped it. I think the anime had serious pacing issues. I mean, it took them 3 episodes to wrap up just the first chapter. So that was just crazy. I mean, I know that some other animes did that. I mean, My Hero Academia did the first chapter in 2 episodes, which I think wasn't the best thing, but at least they did cover everything. but I think it really hurt Radiant. Of course, they made some changes. I don't think those changes were bad, because I don't want to badmouth the creator or anything, but I think there were some writing issues with Radiant's first chapter, some silly things that were just too silly and ruined the reading experience. The anime tried to fix some of those things, so that wasn't a bad thing. But all in all, I wasn't too hooked on Radiant. I probably will still finish watching it sometimes in the future. It's just, right now it's not on my priority list. I did watch some other shows during this season, and I know Radiant is still running, so I probably just will wait until Radiant is ending and then gonna binge watch it when I will have the time or something. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was the best adaptation or not. Like, it had issues. Of course, I hope that changed with the later episodes. It's just, it wasn't a strong start. Zaif illustrations, I love your series. Thank you. Diana, Radiant, isn't it that the anime that was originally a French manga? Yep, that's it. It's by Tony Valente, French creator. And you know, it's a pretty awesome thing that he got popular in Japan enough to get an anime, and the fact that the Japanese are willing to take these steps towards other countries' creators, that's a huge step. And you know, Radiant will always be the first, I guess, in that aspect. So that's a huge thing. It's just I felt like the anime had issues. Zaif illustration, what kind of things you gonna be diving into the internship? I actually just went through this. It's basically gonna be everything that's listed in the video, and you know, everything that comes with creating manga. Doing a script, doing storyboards, doing the actual pages, starting from sketching, inking, screen toning, lettering, editing the pages later on to fit publication, and so on. And of course, it will depend on the intern how much we'll be doing each step. And of course, the main point is to create a short story with the intern that we can publish in Summer of Manga. So we're going to touch everything that comes with creating a manga. AHB. Respect to you and your awesome work from Pakistan. Regards, Ayab Khan. Thank you. Wow, that's really cool. Like, it is always just so fascinating for me when I see people here from all around the globe. Like, it's a phenomenal feeling. Summer of Manga is awesome. One of the best things I did past year. Yeah, and I really love your entry. So, people, go for Summer of Manga. It's an awesome experience. Of course, I never took part in Summer of Manga, so to say, but you know, many of our creators started out with Summer of Manga. And you really only can get the real experience when you're actually fighting those deadlines and trying to complete your pages and trying to do your best. And you know, the feeling that people around the globe are actually reading your work. Because you know, Saturday AM have hundreds and thousands of fans and readers around the globe. So that's just incredible. News, hi there. Johnny A, hello everyone. Who else is also driving? Grimheim, moi. We're going French here. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny because I kind of envy you people who can watch live stream and draw, because whenever I'm watching a live stream of someone else drawing, I'm just there sitting and watching, and I just, my god, I just need to watch. I can draw my I can draw my own thing because I'm just getting lost in the moment of watching someone else creating. Riconius and Johnny A, I have to prep for some work today, so unfortunately I can't be drawing right now. Oh, that's too bad. Life is always getting in the way of art. Grimheim, oh, don't remind me of the deadline. It was the first time I did an all-nighter. Not the most pleasant experience. Oh, yeah. I know how that can be. I mean, my craziest stunt was when I was working on Dreamwalker. And, you know, originally I sent it into this Shonen Jump International competition. And I was working full-time. And I think I ended up with some extra shifts. So in the end, I realized that I literally have less than a week to finish up 19 pages that were left from the one-shot. So I haven't slept for 3 days. Like, I was up for 70-some hours in a row, and it was just the craziest experience ever. Like, I had... yeah, that's... I will never forget about that. It was surreal. Just sit there and draw, and no time to eat, no time to take a shower. It was so gross. And yeah, I felt dozing off a couple of times that I just kept drawing, and I had friends helping to, you know, just scan that page for me, or just fill that black for me, or just please pick up that eraser and erase the sketch lines for me, and they were there helping for me. And I think the last night even they didn't sleep in order to catch up with those pages. But we did it. We completed the one shot, and then again that was it, because I never made into the finalists. So, but at the same time it was a super fun experience, and yeah, I realized that damn, I did 19 pages in a week. That's exactly the same amount as weekly manga artists in Japan have to do. So at that time I personally felt that, wow, that's tough. And of course, without the help of two friends, I wouldn't be able to finish it up. So I finally understood that, yeah, that's why Japanese mangaka are using several assistants to help them finish up stuff. So that was like super tight. And yeah, after we were done, I just fell asleep sitting. But I never realized that I just fell asleep, so it was just crazy. I had 4 hours of sleep and then I was back to work. So yeah, that was funny. I thought I'm gonna die. I barely survived, but it was fun. Grimheim, your voice is pretty relaxing, so it's like a podcast to me. Okay, that's nice to hear. I'm happy if you feel like that. Riconius, Grimheim, but you liked it though, didn't ya? SpongeBob Smearcut Squidward. Ray Dragneel, have you seen or read Seven Deadly Sins? I've seen a couple of episodes on Netflix, and I read the first couple chapters. I really wanted to get into it, I just didn't find the time just yet. But the hope is that one day I will catch up with it, because it was cool. So... oh, what happened there? It's a weird line there. Riconius, 90. No, 19. It was only 19. 90 pages in less than a week is just no. That's a no. Like, that's some Bakuman level of crazy shit. I don't think that's like possible. Maybe with a lot of assistants, and maybe if you're super fast, like we know that some creators are like super fast. So maybe if you put an assistant team behind J.O., then he probably would be able to do that. Or Hiro Mashima. Because some artists are just crazy fast. Surely not me. I mean, those 19 pages almost killed me. I was surviving on caffeine. William Perkins. Laura reminds me of being a commercial artist in college. I had other students upset because 3 projects seemed like nothing, then meeting clients' deadlines. Yeah. Deadlines are scary. But at the same time, they are kind of funny. I mean, once you actually meet those deadlines and you finish up, there's just the awesome feeling. Like, you can get addicted to that, I swear to God. Like, I just keep delaying stuff and work on things in the very, very last minute. But you know, once you're done, it's just so satisfying that, ooh, I met the deadline, even though it looked crazy and I haven't slept, I haven't eaten, I didn't do anything else, I was just drawing, but I made it. So yeah, I think that can be addictive. Kathleen, who's knocking? They are doing construction above me. Like, I'm in the basement right now, and they are doing the entire floor above me. They are moving furniture, they are knocking, taking down baseboards and things like that. So very, very sorry about that noise. But this is all I had at the moment. I mean, I'm not at home. I'm staying at relatives at the moment. But hey, solid internet. This is something I can do at home. Riconius, oh goodness, I'm a sucker for string instruments. Andrea, what is that song? I honestly have no idea. I can't see my playlist. It was probably something from YouTube royalty-free library or something from Madness. I'm not sure. I never know which songs you're referring to because there's a slight delay of what you're hearing when I'm reading the comments, so I'm never sure. But half of my playlist is YouTube royalty-free stuff, and the other half is songs from Madness. The illustrations. Andrea Sensei, is it still a chance to get into the publication, or Saturday AM is full? No, there's always a chance. We are looking for creators. That's why we also have Summer of Manga. That can be your entry to Saturday AM, and there's also Saturday PM. So we're always looking for talent. So I wouldn't say that the magazine is full just yet. If we can find someone and something that's really worth publishing, we will publish it. Then again, the internship or Summer of Manga aren't a guarantee for publication. I mean, series publication. But you know, that's the gateway, basically. Recall news, what tablet is that? I swear to God, the next time I'm streaming, I'm gonna include that it's an XP pen among these signs I have up in the corner. But yes, like Diana says, that's an XP pen. It's an XP pen Artist 15.6. I have a review and an unboxing video on it, so if you're interested more in details, you can find out all about it in that video. It's a really good tablet, I really like it. Sometimes it has minor issues, but you know, everything basically has. But I think it's also up to my laptop. I mean, my laptop crashed on me a couple of times, so there's that. My hard drive is full, so probably if I had more RAM and more hard drive space, it will be smoother. There's a little bit of parallax every now and then, but all in all, I'm really happy with this tablet, and it is very, very useful, and I really like it. Probably my biggest issue was that it might be that I'm heavy-handed, but the nibs are just getting used so quickly. Like, so far I think I used up like 7 or 8 nibs in a year, so that's kinda fast. Then again, I ordered 100 nibs for not too high of a price, so there's that. It's just some pens will have more sturdy nibs, and these felt kinda soft in comparison to them. Let's see. film focus animations. I'm making a manga soon. Can I be your rival? Sure, just do your best. Go ahead. Prisotto, unfortunately I must leave, I have to go to work, but it was a pleasure chatting with you. Love the drawing of Amy and I hope you have a good day. Thank you very much, it was very nice to have you here, and hopefully I can see you in my next stream. My goodness, what's happening above me? I'm very sorry about the noises. Oh, I almost forgot the steam. Knock knock, who's there? Ketchup. Ketchup who? Ketchup and I. Oh, that reminds me of J audience knock knock joke. That, oh my god, that was everywhere. Reconius, so I have the first 12 pages of Daisy Push done. Andrea, I'm now dead. Well, but hey, experience, eh? Yep. That's how you get experience, by actually drawing. So good luck with it, and keep up the great work. Okay, I'm getting rid of this blue layer. I'm making some corrections. Zami9, any tips for drawing young female characters? I love how you draw Yumi. Well, my first tip would be that don't necessarily draw in the super manga style, like, you know, many manga have just crazy curves. But that's not too realistic. Like, you know, if you want to draw realistic, I mean, in manga style but more realistic, like a 16-year-old girl not necessarily won't have those crazy curves like One Piece characters, or you know, I never wanted to go in that direction. So I try to keep Ayumi's proportions to be natural, not super curvy, not too fleshy. She's thin, alright, but you know, that's more of a, she's like a fragile build. So yeah, I would say that use more real-like references than manga references, unless you want to go for the fanservice things. Like, I would even blame Hiromashima on that, yeah, he's just not realistic with his girls. So I always try to keep things more on the rational side. John E, do you have any tips on using Clip Studio Paint? Just recently started using it instead of Photoshop. Um, well, I would recommend to watch the tutorials they have up. I mean, I think it's Smith Micros, whatever, the publisher of who did Manga Studio. They have a bunch of tutorials that they actually put out on YouTube, and they are going through the tools, and those are very useful. Like when I switched over to digital, I watched those tutorials to learn how to do the paneling, how to do uh, the perspective tools and all sorts of stuff. So I found those videos very helpful. And apart from that, experiment with things. Like I just spent time on going through the tools, figuring out what the different settings can do. Like for example, if you go here, you can see that here are the brush sizes, but if you hit this tool property, you can do a bunch of changes, so you can play around with your tools. Of course, this is a custom tool, so I don't intend to play with it that much, but you can always set the density, hardness, stability. So in that aspect, it's very close to what you can do in Photoshop with your tools. It's just that it's in a different place. It will have the same sort of layer options that Photoshop has, so it is very similar to that. You can also do the layer clips. I actually prefer Clip Studio Surface over Photoshop's because everything is here that you need. So basically, if you want to create a mask, you can just clip here and create all sorts of things here with these buttons. So everything is just in one click. You can add the stroke effect with just that icon, for example. So it has a lot of things that I find more comfortable to use than in Photoshop. And of course, you can find similar settings up here that are highly similar to Photoshop. So I would say watch those videos and experiment. And the more you use it, the more you will get used to it. I mean, it took me time to get used to it, but now I just love it. Rico News, Geodin's jokes are only as infectious as his love. Keep cautious. Wear your hazmat suits. Yeah, Jay is just a crazy person. His laughter is just... Oh my god. Riconius, learn the anatomy and then you can manipulate it for an artistic take. At least that's helped for me. Yep. Once you know the rules, you can break the rules, basically. Zemi9 fan service isn't my thing. Thanks for that too. Yeah, it's just, many consider that if you are drawing manga, then you kind of have to do that, but you don't have to do that. So yeah, real life anatomy can help you with that a lot. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop in an artwork of Ayumi here, so I can steal the colors. This is from last winter, I think, or maybe, no, the winter before that. Yeah. And I'm gonna switch over to these nifty watercolor pens. Zayar Morris, hello everyone. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, I probably did. William Perkins, just curious, have you ever paint chatted? Using anything like Drawpile? Not productive yet, an interesting experience. Nope. No, I never did. Kind of wish I had, but I did not. I knew it was a thing, it's just I never really had a chance, because I switched to digital very late, and I guess by the time I did it wasn't much of a thing anymore. So yeah, plus, I prefer to focus on work. like you know, actual work and not just fooling around. Yep. My cursor is acting up. So now we wait. So like I said, I'm gonna attempt a watercolorish coloring. This is admittedly an experiment, because although I used these brushes before, I did not attempt so far to go all out. Like, only focus on this watercolorish coloring. So I'm just experimenting with the first layer here, basically. Probably will either erase it later or make some adjustments based on how it goes. It's really interesting. Film focus animation. Any manga or anime that have inspired you? Your art style reminds me of some works I've seen. A lot of them. You know, my first big manga drawing inspiration was Naruto. Later on, Remaster and Fairy Tail from Hiro Mashima. Digimon, Inuyasha. Shoot, I can't remember anything when I have to. Like, I had so many inspirations, and in moments like this, I'm having a brain fart. Haikyuu, yes, Haikyuu is a huge inspiration for me. Especially art-wise, I think I learned a lot from Haikyuu's art style. So basically, whenever I'm reading a manga, I'm trying to take what I can. So when I'm reading, I'm not only focusing on the story, but also are looking for various techniques that I can use, be it paneling, storytelling, or you know, effects, poses, shots, anything. And that's how I read. And of course, there's anime. I mean, from anime, I mostly, I think, get storytelling, because I prefer to get my art inspiration from manga. But yeah, lots and lots of inspiration. Reconius at William Perkins. Droppa is something I'm gonna try. Is it free? William Perkins, yes, it's free. They have servers also online with artist rooms. Oh, okay, that's cool. Reconius, using your own art for reference when needing to color. Girl, I feel ya. Yeah, like, you know, that's where I have the colors. That's what I always do. Of course, sometimes I create color palettes for images using Photoshop's pixelations. That's Pretty handy tool, if you ask me. But yeah, whenever it comes to coloring my own character, I just use my my own artworks. Reconius, I think that's what I love about digital most. You can emulate coloring methods that you might not be able to do traditionally. Like for myself, I can't watercolor at all. I'll do well, but in Photoshop, oh, the texture on the brush is neat. Yeah, you know, I really like watercolor in traditional, and it was one of my go-to coloring. And I was sad that the built-in Clip Studio tools just didn't do that. But then I purchased this set of watercolor brushes, and they are actually really nice, and I really like to work with them. So in the future, I probably will do more watercolor emulations, basically. And then again, this is more of a test. I'm experimenting, so we shall see. But it certainly is a very nice thing that now it doesn't have a drying time and I don't have to wait. Plus I can use white. That's something you can't really do with watercolors, because you have to build up your colors. Last look at the Holly. Hello! Oh, my Hungarian people are coming. Ray Dragneel, are we able to post our pre-March Art Madness art? I'm not sure. Admittedly, I haven't read the rules for March Art Madness yet, so I'm not sure. I mean, if you mean that the artworks that you're planning to send into March Art Madness, then it's a no, because I think one of the things with March Art Madness is that it is sort of exclusive in that aspect that the artwork will first be seen when we reveal the round for March Art Madness. So if it's that artwork, then please don't post it. You can post it afterwards, of course, but not before the official release. William Perkins, I like how your coloring is more traditional method instead of laying down flats first and shading with blending modes. It's nice so far. Thank you. This is the coloring I'm experimenting, because normally I do exactly that laying down flats first and then going over with various layers. But I feel like it's just not right just yet. Like I always want to improve my coloring, because I'm not happy with it just yet. And I feel like with this method, maybe I can finally find that coloring that I can really make mine, and it can be my go-to coloring, my trademark, whatever you name it. Because yeah, I've been trying out many things in the past. I mean, if you just take a look at the covers I did for Saturday M, no two covers I did have the same coloring style. Like, I was always experimenting in the past 5 years, and it never really felt the right way. So So here's hoping. Film focus animation. Out of interest, how often are these live streams gonna happen? It's a real treat to be able to talk to a mangaka for advice. That's a good question. I think I mentioned this before, but I would like to do the live streams at least once a month, preferably like in every 2 weeks. I will do my best to do them more often. Then again, it's a tiny bit tricky because I can't do live streams at home because my internet sucks so much. So right now I'm at relatives. But I will do my best to come here like every 2 weeks and do a live stream. And of course, next time I'm gonna make the announcement earlier than this time because I just noticed today that shoot, I can do live streams here. So I will announce every live stream at least a couple of days earlier, probably. So if you follow me on social media or here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I will post it everywhere. So yeah, hopefully the next one will be in 2 weeks or next month. But definitely, I want to do this more often because these are super fun for me too. I mean, being able to talk to my followers like this, but at the same time still work on art and stay productive is a very nice thing. And at the same time, we plan many new things with Saturday AM too. Like we will have live pitch sessions more often, and podcasts, and a cool new thing called revision that's coming, and many other things. So this year is going to be very exciting. Okay, I'm gonna create a new layer. And actually the hair is going to be tricky. So at first I'm gonna focus on the clothing. So once again, because I like this color palette, I'm gonna go with this one. And at the same time, I probably can stay on the same layer for the coat. So yeah, we're staying on the coat. Just picking up some more colors. Drunk Prada. Hello, sorry I'm late. It's okay, it's nice to have you here. And you can always just watch things later, even if you missed the beginning. Yeah, meantime my back is kind of killing me. Like normally I have a drawing table that has an angle, so everything is like in a 45 degrees angle. So I don't have to lean on the table that much, but you know, this is just a normal table. It's a pretty nice table and I'm in a cool office, but basically my drawing tablet is flat, so it's kind of hurting my back. Maybe next time I can figure something out. This is admittedly so calming and satisfying. I love this watercolor tool. It really does remind me of the actual watercolor tool. John E. I would love to get an artist desk. My tablet is just sitting on my lap because my desk is too small for it on my PC. Yeah, an artist desk is a wonderful thing. Like, it's just so much more comfortable to do everything like that. Even if you do it digitally, you know, it makes a difference for sure. It looks watercolory. That's cool. I like that. One more advice for the day. If you're an artist, take the time to stop and praise yourself. Really. It makes a difference. I know it might sound preachy, but I know that most of the times artists feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, I will never get that good, and what I'm doing is not good. But really, just take the time, look at the thing you're drawing and say that, yeah, I like that, that's cool. And that can just please your soul so much. William Perkins, my bag does the same thing, plus my hand cramps up sometimes a lot. Artist press too hard on pen and choke up instead of trying to use more of the arm. Yeah, the same. Like, I know I'm supposed to do the motions from the arm, but yeah, sometimes I'm just relying on my wrist and my... Yeah, my grip is not the best either. Like, I know I'm holding the pen the right... not the right way. So... yeah. But then again, if you stop every now and then, brace yourself, and also just stretch your arms, stretch your back, stretch your legs, stretch everything you can, and stretch your fingers. That can help a lot. Like, normally I'm taking breaks like every 3 or 4 hours, sometimes more often if I'm feeling in pain. Naturally, when I'm in the middle of the stream, I'm not taking a break, but after this I probably will go on a walk or something, because it's just healthier that way. So those small tricks can help. Easing the pain of artists, especially your hands. Like, you always have to make sure that you're not getting a carpal tunnel or anything, because that can be very nasty. Let's see. Zeminine. I love that coloring style. Maybe I have to steal it. Go ahead. I mean, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just trying to imitate my coloring style. What I had with the real watercolor. You can make noises. People are hammering above us. My future husband is here, trying to sneak in, showing me a meme to ignore him. Like, really, people been hammering all afternoon, so... Let's see, William Perkins. Oh, I hit Clip Studio autosave. It has an autosave? I didn't know that. I probably don't have it, I don't know. I mean, the other day it crashed on me and I never had that page. And I had to do all the inking once again. Freya Art. Hi Sunny. Hi Freya. Nice to see you here. Like I said, my Hungarian people are coming. Johnny, preachy is good. Yep. Sometimes it's good. Freyard, oh my god, I'm so happy finally I see you in live stream. Yeah, it's nice to see you here. Actually, yeah, this might be your first time. Freya is actually a Hungarian artist who's been a friend of mine for many years. Grimheim, make sure to take break. You can easily get chronic back pain, eye strain. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure my eyes are getting worse. I know I never checked them, so... But yeah, normally I'm taking breaks often. Except when I'm having deadlines I have to meet. But yeah, I try to stay on the healthy side. Juran Prada, this is very inspiring watching other artists drawing while you do the same. It does, I think it's there by default. Huh. Okay, now I will have to look this up, because maybe that page that crashed on me is there somewhere, I just never found it. I don't know, I'm so confused. But if it does, that's a good thing, because, yeah, usually I forgot to save. It can get pretty annoying if you're trying to get something done and autosave fires up and blocks the whole user interface. Oh, then I don't think I have it. I mean, it never happened with me. I mean, sometimes it kind of lags on me. I don't know. I will look it up. Oh, John E. Why did I do it to myself? I'm trying to paint something I have never painted before. It's for a pre-March Earth Madness tournament, so I don't think I can say what it is. Like I said, I haven't read the rules for March Art Madness yet, but yeah, usually it's like a secret thingy. But good luck. I mean, this is a challenge, and if you complete it, that's all the experience. I mean, you can only learn when doing new stuffs. And you know, if it helps, I'm doing something I never did before, so I mean, I never tried to do a full watercolor like coloring. I mean, the closest thing I did, I think, was my holiday artwork with Saigami and with the holiday armadillo. And there I was using some of these watercolor tools. But then again, that was more like I just quickly need to add some color so I can post it before Christmas ends. So Bucha Manga, all the best for now, and I will watch the rest later. Looks great. Thank you, and it was really nice to have you. Raymond Brown. Oh, Raymond! Hi there! I used to have 20 per 20 vision before, until I started drawing comics. Now I can't see more than a few feet in front of me. Oof. Wow. I mean, I have no idea what, 20 per 20 is. It sounds like perfect, but don't look at me like that. I never had to have my eyes checked, so I have no idea about visions and stuff like that. I mean, I could always read those small letters on the sign, and I could always read everything, but yeah, I think I'm starting to have problems. And I know that it's a common thing with artists that we're just training our eyes too much, and after a while, it will take its toll on us. Raymond, I'm blaming art, not my age. Of course, you're a young man. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the scarf next. Zamina, art is my age, my life. Help me. Welcome to the club. Grimheim, I'm kinda glad I'm not the only one getting a bad vision. I also think mine are getting worse. You should probably check on yours, Andrea. Make sure you take good care of your eyes. Yep, that's the plan. Or maybe I'm just getting old, who knows? Grimheim, Zami, we can't help you with that. It's a lifestyle and can't be changed. Riconius. Ooh, just came back in. Having lunch. Looking amazing. Thank you. I never had lunch. Now I kinda wish I had. I was starving. I had no time for lunch. Yet here I am, preaching about healthy life. Team R. Hey, who's your favorite character to draw in your series? Probably Sean and Chibigan. They are super fun. And also, they are the easiest to draw. I mean, not Chibigan. Chibigan is hard to draw. Although, it's kind of weird. but Sean is super easy to draw, he's super fun to draw, and Chibigan is just purely fun to draw. I also really like to draw Ayumi, because, you know, she's the main character, and I have to draw her the most anyway, so I like to draw her. Reggie is fun too, but he's hard to draw, so yeah, Sean. Definitely Sean. Diana, I got to go, it's really late, and I have high school tomorrow, so yeah, good night. Good night, and thank you for being here. Junk Prada, by the way, I bet my eyes are the worst here. My eyes started to get bad about halfway my computer engineering studies. Now I draw half blinded. Oof, that's bad. That is really bad. Riconius while I'm rushing lunch. Lol, if that makes you feel better. No, just take your time and have lunch. I mean, just because I was stupid, it doesn't mean others can't have lunch. Jerome Pada, also H must be playing its part too. Yeah. Age is a horrible thing. Jumang Prada. Yep, I think surgery is in the horizon for me. Ooh, that's tough. Then again, sometimes surgery can be a good thing. I had a coworker and he had a really bad eyesight, but he had a surgery, and after that things got way better for him. Medium Perkins textured brush is good choice. For scarf, it's very soft and wool-like. Yeah, this is looking scarf-like. I'm happy with that. I just realized I never did the stripes on the rest of the scarf. So I'm gonna go back to that layer and do that. Zami9, your pencil runs out of battery in the middle of shading. Luckily this is a battery-free pencil, so I don't have to worry about that, but yeah, I know that feeling because the Simmons Picasso tab uses battery, so I had that experience with that before, and yeah, that can be super frustrating. actually now. It was a current song playing, but it was a song before this current one. I have no idea, I can't remember which song it was. Half of my playlist is YouTube royalty-free music, so I have no idea about those. I know the songs from Madness, but honestly I'm not paying too much attention for the music. I know currently it's one of his songs on, but I don't know what was before that. Sorry. I probably will make a list about all of the songs that I have in my Livestream playlist, because I often get questions about the music, but I just don't have any idea about the royalty-free musics I'm using, so we'll create a list and you can get those from YouTube. Okay. Also, there's a lot to do on this artwork because the hair is gonna be a pain. But I think I'm gonna call it a day with the live stream because I really need to stand up and eat something. You know, health first. And yeah, we've been going on for almost 3 hours now, and I like to keep it under the 3 hours. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this stream. You can find all kind of links in the video description or in my profile. Saturday issue 100, Saturday internship, March Art Mendes application, my other social media, Patreon, Store and Store, you name it. So everything you might need is in the video description and in my profile. And thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon in another live stream. And of course, another videos are coming normally on YouTube, so please look forward to those as well. So thank you very much for joining me today. I was Andrea Rush, creator of Saigami, and this was half done artwork from Saigami. So see you guys next time.